going to give with faith. I want to share around Numbers 13 from pretty quickly, a few weeks after we made the decision about coming to Sheffield to plant our church here. I wrote a little bit of a paragraph, and I was starting to kind of use this verse because God is not limited, right? Yeah. Nothing can limit God. Right. But it blows my mind that he will then choose to use people like me and people like you to be a part of his mission, to build his house and say, my heart is for the world, my heart is to that every person would know me, but I'm going to use you. And there's a moment here, and maybe you know it if you've been in church a little while, but if you're not, that's okay. The people of God came into the land that God was promising them, and they were right on the edge of it, and 12 kind of spies, 12 people went out to go and scout out the land to just check out what God had promised. And the story goes that they went through, they were like, wow, yeah, this is pretty awesome. They came back, and the story goes that 10 of the people of God came back and gave all the reasons why they couldn't. But 2 wanted to go in. Yeah. Now this is not just a decision of what kind of country should we go on holiday to. This wasn't just a decision of what restaurant should we go and eat at. This was a decision of, shall we take all of our people into this, because this is going to be a battle. Can we go in? And Pastor Glenn has preached many times that 10 said they couldn't, 2 said they could, and they were all right. And there was something different about these 2. One of them was called Caleb, one of them was called Joshua. And in Numbers 13, verse 13 says this: but Caleb, after all the people who gave all the list of reasons of why we couldn't grasp hold and take hold of the promises of God, Caleb spoke up and he said this: but Caleb tried to quiet the people, and they stood before Moses. Let's go at once to take the land, he said. We can certainly do this. And I believe for us as a church of audacious people that we'll be a people who have a Caleb spirit. And when I was writing this paragraph and God kind of stirred me to use this verse, I had this thought that on the other side of our yes is changed lives. Right. That these people, Caleb, Joshua, were making the decision of, I believe what God has said. We've heard him, and therefore we will step into everything that God has promised us, even if it means we're going into battle, even if it means it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, even if it means it's going to cost me something. I'm going to say yes because I know what God has said to me, so therefore I'm in.